and welcome to Glory Girls.
Hello!
Welcome back for Bushido.
Yeah.
Been a week off. You didn't say yeah, boy.
And I didn't say
Why
yeah,
didn't you
boy.
say yeah, boy? Oh, Dave. No.
Yeah, boy.
So, Cult of Yurei are back.
And I brought my Ito.
Again.
Yes. This is my second themed list. So the first one was just anything goes and the slightly weaker theme. And this one's much more tailored. So it'll probably go beyond a starter theme, effectively.
You carry on. You talk.
So I've got Blessed Theme, which gives me the advantage of friendly Shisai, get double key on the first turn. Each turn I can choose one friendly Hebebiman. That model, he or she can be given, spoilers there, can be given 3 Blood of Yurei. At the start of the phase they can hand out poison 1/3 rather than 1/2, and then during deployment I can assign 2 virtue tokens to up to 2 friendly faction models, and they can be traded in for various things depending. I've got 3 models that give me virtue buffs. So the models themselves, I've got Satsuki, the Shisai. I've got Ito Ayako, who's the other Shisai in the list.
Is she that big snake woman?
She's not a big snake woman. No, she's not the control woman. She's the one that she gives out virtue within 6 inches once per turn, so she can keep topping up the virtue tokens. But she also has channel, so she can send her key to another person, and then she brings death sentence, hypnotic gaze, which is you lose an activation and gain a stun token.
Oh, I know that. Penanglan's got that.
And psychic drain. And then Satsuki I've taken because she's got psychic drain as well, so trying to rob you of your key. And she's also got accelerate venom, so I can immediately make you take the top poison condition that one of your models has got. So effectively this list is like trying to get the poison out with the rest of this list, and then potentially having her accelerate it to kill you without waiting to the end turn.
That seems like a thing.
I've also brought a child of Yurei. Who she is effectively, she can channel as well, but only to models with Blood of Yurei.
Is that it?
Yeah. She's like covered in snakes and been biting her.
Oh.
And then she's also immune to poison, self-sacrifice, so she can, if I'm going to take damage from a Shisai, she can sacrifice herself to avoid the damage.
Very similar to your Prefecture list, where you had one who could take the damage.
I don't think I have one.
No, you had it with your Ito, with this list,
I've
wasn't
got
it?
the bodyguard,
yeah, you had the bodyguard,
bodyguard. Well, I'll get onto that in a minute.
Sorry, apologies.
But yeah, she's got spiritual conduit, so for 1 key I can use any Shisai within 4 inches of her can use her as the point of origin for their key feats. Okay. So effectively she gives them a range buff of sort of 5 inches potentially, and also line of sight changing as well, so she could be stood behind a building or something and use her as the line of sight for it.
I like it.
I've also brought 2 Jade Mamba Guard, who bring the bodyguard for Ito Clan Samurai and Shisai. I haven't got both models, so I've got one Jade Mamba Guard and the other one is I'm using Takiji because I was going to put him in the list but I couldn't afford to fit him in. So those 2 are going to be my bodyguards, bouncing around keeping everyone else safe or picking engagements to some extent. And then I brought Ito Kenzo for a bit of clobbering power,
bit of buffering,
who we've seen before, and Ito Kaihime, who's making every list for my for my Ito.
She's ridiculous bow and arrow
because she's
lady.
got great bow and arrow, and if I can get death sentence out, then she'll be able to roll 4 dice with a +1 on damage. Whether it actually happens or not, I don't know, but that's the kind of the plan.
So this is not my list. So Jack Parr ran an event a couple of weeks ago down Southampton way.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name. Broken Earth, something like. I don't know what the name of the event was. Something like that. Sorry, Jack. And they posted all the different lists up, and a guy called Paul Goddard.
James Goddard.
Damn it!
You've been getting that wrong all the way through.
Basically, posted up a list that was Yurei, which has got all the big monsters, all the ones that I'd recently just bought from Wayland that were on a massive like 50% sale they'd done. So I bought a load of models, just randomly cult ones, and they were all, and fortunately they're on the list. So it's a Nightmares of Jigako theme. Then I've got lots of different events.
What does the theme do?
So my Kami gains Scout 02, so those two will start 2 inches up above. Yeah. Automatically win the tactical test at turn 4. Starting phase at turn 4, would choose 2 any models to gain Spirit -1. Basically, and then Burakumin gain the Bodyguard. So Yokai within 3.
You've got no Burakumin
then? No, I don't believe so. I've got like 4 different events. So I've got Feed on Fear, so during the deployment for the rest of the game, whenever an enemy model fails a fear test, I pop a key on this card. When I get 4 key on it, this card goes in the bin, and then I get the 4 key to pop on my models. I've got Balance, so I play in the starting phase until the end phase, no rerolls.
Yeah.
Breath of Yurei, during the turn, words are hard. You play during deployment until the end of the first turn. Non-6th sense, non-soulless models cannot draw a line of sight further than 2 inches. You've got the ability to give out 6th sense.
Yeah, as a virtue.
But then during the starting phase, I can forfeit the tactical test of turn 2 and have it last for 2 turns rather than 1. And then I've also got Drain Spirit, so after the key generation step, I can choose an enemy non-soulless model and transfer up to 2 key tokens from that model to friendly models within 3 inches. I've got a Refuse Pile as well. Lots of stuff. You can tell I didn't write this list.
I've got no upgrades at all.
So it's a bit of terrain that every time a VP is scored in the end phase, place a small rat swarm in base to basis terrain element. Now, the models. So, I've got Sembo and Envy. I've got Taka and Wrath. I've got Suta and Sloth. I've got the Wraith. And I have the Kami of Choking Fog. And,
little bodyguard, it always comes
and also, Suta has Kimiko's Whistle attached, which is when the attached model summons a model into play, the model enters play with an additional key token. Yes. So it's an extra health. So that's my list.
Oh, you should say, yeah, that Wrath, Envy and Sloth get summoned during the turn.
Yeah, they get summoned. So anyone who knows Bushido, this is the first time.
That's what I was thinking. For anyone that isn't anyone that's watching who isn't necessarily a fay with Yurei or Bushido, then this is the first time we've got a summoning.
So it's essentially 3 orphan models. They're really cool little models, very characterful, and then they all summon their own Kamis basically.
So I don't know how. Obviously, it's a tournament list, so it should be good. But I just like the idea of it in general. There's 4 little tiny models running around.
Oh, and Gaki. Where's Gaki?
You got your Gaki.
Where's he gone? There's a Gaki card somewhere.
The Gaki is coming along as well. So 4 little tiny models, and then Wraith is a big model.
Yeah.
Cloud to keep everybody safe, and then 3 summons.
Cool. Mission. What mission are we doing?
We've picked Seikyu to some extent. We're both using new models, so we don't make anything too complicated. And also, I'm not sure, your list might struggle a bit in an objective scenario, so at least we'll make it
because I think
more of
with
an
a lot
contest rather than you having to run your orphans forward and kind of turn objectives.
Yeah, we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 insignificant models.
Yeah, and me with enough killing power to probably tonk at least one of those. And each time I kill an orphan, it's effectively 2 models I'm killing.
So, we're going to play that?
Yep.
Yurei versus Ito. We'll catch you on the table. Okay, welcome to round 1 of Bushido. So we've done Seikyu scenario.
Yep, Seikyu.
This is we've got quite a. I was quite nasty with terrain deployment.
You were putting all terrain in my half. I didn't want you to have any terrain in your half.
So I've just kind of put these big, horrible blocking things here to make it as difficult as possible for you to get the thing. Forcing you to go down different channels, I'm assuming. That's kind of my thought process. You've kind of bunkered up in the middle slightly.
Yeah.
You've just left this one. Seems perfectly reasonable. So, for me, in case you can't tell, that's the Wraith. The reason I've moved forward is because part of Nightmare of Jigaku, the Kamis gain Scout 02, so those 2 Kamis get the Scout. Yes, I've got the Wraith there.
That's good for his base as well, because obviously
50mm base, it's
50mm base, so it's like a 4-inch jump, isn't it?
And he's the Kami of Choking Fog. Then we've got the 3 orphans. We've got Taka, Suta, and Sembo. Then we've got the Gaki chilling over there, and then I've got some summons sitting there waiting. Yeah. So where are your guys?
I've got Ito Kaihime is over here. She's being accompanied by Jade Mambagard B. Ito Ayako in the middle. You got Child of Orichi with Satsuki on the other side of her, because effectively those two can utilise her spiritual conduit, so I figured they have to hang around as a group.
Yep.
And then on the wing, Ito Kenzo with Jade Mambagard A. That was right around. I said A just because it's Takiji in theory.
Yeah.
The model is Takiji anyway.
So, me to go first?
Yep.
After the roll off everything. So, I'm going to start.
Oh, sorry, Blue Orichi
Blue
first.
Orichi.
So I'm going to put 3 on Kaihime in case she gets a shot off. On anyone other than Wraith, because Wraith's immune to it. And then the other one I shall put on Kenzo, because he's most likely to do something with it.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to go first with Geki. He's going to run 6 inches to...
Oh, you got to play your cards, haven't you? You got cards you play during deployment.
Oh, there's stuff that... Well, it's events. Oh, for the...
Yeah, but you have to play them in the deployment.
Okay,
So you played
I'm
them.
playing Feed on Fear, and I'm playing Breath of Yurei.
Yeah.
So they play during deployment.
Oh, no. I didn't allocate the virtue tokens, but I'm going to give 1 to Ayako and 1 to Kaihime, I think. Got to find if I've got any of these tokens come with. Frightened. I'm going to need that one at some point, I imagine.
Maybe. Hopefully.
I'll find those as... so you've had your first activation?
Yeah.
You didn't use your pass token there?
No, not yet.
Child of Orichi will run. Should be 7.5 or something like that. Straightforwards.
Hmm. 15, that's far-ish, I suppose. What cover, maybe? I don't know.
15 is going to be very hard to hit any of your tiny models, though.
No, but I'm on about my big model.
Oh, yeah. He's
From there, because you're like...
Well, she can walk 5.
Yeah, so that's like 16. So you might struggle to walk to there and shoot at this point, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? Right, let's do a thing. Let's move...
I'm going to use these coins for virtue.
Cool. Let's... is he your only range one?
Well, these are both range as well, but they're key feats, so obviously he's...
So all these soulless models ain't really bothered.
Well, any opposed key feats, isn't it? And I think they're all opposed key feats.
Yeah, they're all opposed, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to declare a run action with the Kami to go to there.
Look it up.
So yeah, that's an activation and a run marker. With you, mate. You're not putting your tide marker on that.
Oh yeah. Everything that. And run. I'll get the hang of all these tokens. He's going to walk 5. Yeah, he's going to walk 5. Excuse me.
Sembo will exhaust and focus.
Gotta have that key.
Ready for next turn. Over to you.
So I can. Oh no, I can't strip it next turn unless you. If you want me to go first, that is. Oh. Satsuki will go. She's going to channel 2 of her ki into not Kanzo, Kaihime.
Is that bow and arrow one?
Yeah, within 6 inches, and she'll walk to here. She's just walking around that, so she's not going the full 5 inches.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
Just shuffling around the terrain, and then she goes tired.
Okay, so Wraith will run, I think. So my intention is
How far does he normally move?
5. So we can go 7.5. So that's like 6. So he can go wherever he needs to go.
Yeah.
So my intention is, what I'm thinking, right, is if say you got to there, then yeah. So realistically, if he goes that way, he can get onto that one, or if he goes that way, he can get on that one with a walk. You're happy with that?
Seems reasonable.
Well, okay, yeah. Maybe are you happy with that isn't the right answer, but I've got to change.
I can't argue with the rules that you just stated as well.
So basically, he's facing that way, but
Yeah.
because sticky out the arms
Levels,
and
yeah.
that other thing, so he's touching his base.
Mhm.
He's tired, and he's also ran, which makes him slightly more difficult to hit.
So he's just straight dice at the minute, isn't he?
So potentially, so he's ran. So you're like a 2. He's ran. He's a 3.
So he's
4,
plus
5.
plus 3, isn't he? Anyway?
Plus 3 at the moment, yeah.
So then he's ran for, so it'd be 0, but if I walk to do it, then it would still be.
And you got to watch out for that cover.
Were you already in cover?
No. Watch out for the line of sight from that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was a reason I put that there.
I think he's probably going to run. Yeah, let's run him past. All these tired things I keep forgetting to put out.
Gaki will run. Does he need to run? I've got move 4. Now let's just run him. So if I can ping into there. Actually, if I go back a little bit, so I've got field of vision. Yeah, so he's exhausted now.
Just walk up to there.
Seems reasonable.
Facing the wrong way. I keep forgetting they're facing.
Yeah.
I need to put the things on. I'm starting to design the token.
I'll pass.
Mark it now.
Do you get any plus damages on this bow and arrow attack?
+1 on the damage, but not on the shot
So
itself.
it's 3 dice.
3 dice. I can boost it for 3, which may be one of the reasons why I've channeled.
So the max you can do is 8. On that.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you got light-footed?
No, but it's not light-footed. It's lightweight that would remove that.
All right. All right. You and your words.
I'm just clarifying. Oh, that one's run as well.
So you'd be. What's your short range attack?
5 inches.
Okay, so this is probably
It's in medium.
medium. So
And I'd be on +1 probably. After if I was shooting the big man.
yeah, so you'd be.
This is my go, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your go. Yeah. So I'm just. So medium is 5. Huge makes it 4, 3, 2. 2. I've ran up to 3. 4, 5. Yeah, so it makes it base. And if you move first, it puts it up to a 6. So you'd be realistically a success level 2. I've got armour 2.
I got +1 on the damage though. Unfortunately, I can't put death sentence on you because of what you are.
So realistically, I think you struggled to kill him with him having armour 2.
I can give her a pierce for 1 for precision strike. The second shot might be more difficult. I don't think you're going to be able to get. I'm not going to be able to get you into close range.
No.
So she's
I think
probably
5 is like there.
But I do really probably have to start dealing with him.
Yeah.
So that would be. That's within 10. So it would be 5s up to 6 after having walked for the first shot. Second shot would be 7s.
7s, yeah. So you got a max of
if the fog stays there.
a max score of 8. So that's a success level 2 with armour 2. You're gonna have to roll like a 9. No, ignore me.
Has he got tough or anything like that?
No, he's just got
Just the armour.
armour 2.
So I can go pierce, which would be flat roll.
No, be mine Pierce 1 because he's got armour 2.
Yeah, but I get
Oh,
+1
+1
on the
yeah.
thing, so effectively it'd be whatever I
Yeah,
roll
so
on
you
the dice.
you could take a couple
So I'll
off
do a
him.
couple of wounds.
Yeah, but then if he hits someone, he'll take their key statistic off him. But yeah, have a pop, man.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything else I'm really looking to do at the minute anyway, so she'll move to there. Yeah, within 10.
Yeah, man.
And take a shot.
I like it. Well,
She'll pay 1 for precision strike.
so needing a 7, 6.
Needing a 6.
So your medium
Wanting
range.
an 8. I'm getting an 8.
8, yeah. So success level 2.
Level 2. So it's a straight roll on the dice. 8.
8 on 2 is 2 damage. So he's down to 8. What one?
And doesn't take the poison, sadly.
No.
So yeah, so that's her done, and she's got a reload marker as well.
Oh, so she can't do 2 shots then.
That's why I'm pumping key into her. She's got 3 key on her now, so she can clear that reload. She's got a quick reload skill for 3 key to remove that reload marker.
Okay. So I think he goes across. Staying within 2. So he's on the centre of the objective. He's run. Oh god. Yeah, he's run and all that business. So it's over to you.
Oh no, I've got a big base Kenzo.
What's his move? 4.
5.
Get on there easy.
Yeah, I'm just seeing where they can get to. How close do you move? 5?
He can move 5, yeah.
So if I'm in range of him, then I'm in range of everybody. I mean, if I want to be in range of him, I have to move within 5 of him. I can't move within 5 but not 4 and stay out of your move in his. Does he move 5 as well?
He moves 6.
Alright, yeah. But he's not really there to go into combat.
He's durable. If you're asking, can he take a punch? He may take.
Does his aura remain when you? Oh, do I have to roll something to go through his fog?
No, he's just all the agile stuff. Oh.
Cameo choking fog. I thought he did something unpleasant.
Oh, he has got a range attack. If this changed anything, Dave.
Oh, this is the blind. Is it that blind?
Yeah, it gives that stunned marker.
Stunned marker. Well, that goes at the end of the turn, doesn't it?
I don't know. Yeah.
That might move him back a little bit. Not that it really matters. I can't get out of range of it.
Okay. Taka will focus and gain a couple more key.
Oh, sorry, I should have said as well, I meant to pay her 6 cents. Use that virtue for 6 cents.
Oh, yeah,
That's the only reason I could shoot.
Yeah.
Is because I had to give her 6 cents.
Yeah, because you can't draw a line of sight.
Can't draw a line of sight beyond 2 inches.
So does that mean you can't come into combat because you haven't got line of sight?
No, you can't. I couldn't charge.
But you've got to be within 2 to go into combat, haven't you?
No, but I can walk into combat because you don't need to be able to see the person when you start moving.
Gotcha.
But I can't. You have to be able to see the person to be able to charge them. So you could. So it's like a building. You can walk around a building and attack someone, but you can't charge around the building. You
Makes sense.
Straight line.
Makes sense.
Everything's arranged when you move it.
Yeah, easy. So you've got lots of activations left.
Yeah. Well, you have as well. You're concentrating, aren't you?
I've got 1, 2. I've only got 3 activations.
It's because you're concentrating to bring stuff down, aren't you? Lost me the lyrics. I feel a bit like Kenzo might have to. So nothing happens if I go within 2 inches of it.
No, but however, at the start phase, I can choose one of the following effects. So an enemy model within 2 inches gains a stun marker.
Right. Well, that's okay because a child of Yurei can't have their melee pool reduced by states, so the stunned marker won't do a great deal to her.
Doesn't stun just mean you have to use your first activation to remove the stun?
I don't think so.
I think you're confusing it with immobilise.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Was in...
Oh, I may be wrong. So it was minus 1 melee pull area during the end phase, 1 stun markers respond, or you can do a wait action to get rid of all.
Yeah. So, because she's not affected by states, or a melee pool isn't reduced by states, then she just ignores that anyway.
Yeah. And what's a melee pool?
2. She's literally there to be a thing I can sacrifice to keep one of my Shisai alive, and a way of extending their range.
Yeah.
And she can channel, so in theory if she builds up enough ki she can pump it onto somebody else within 4 inches. And she's immune to poison. Doesn't really matter. So I'm not overly worried about her, but the problem is wherever she goes, these guys have to stay within 4 inches of her to actually reap any benefit. Kind of regretting moving him where I did now.
Ew. Why?
Because actually I could have run her over here.
Yeah.
And then moved him over. And then I could have kind of, refused flank these Shisai. But little men hiding aren't going to kind of move far from the back line.
Probably not. Do you blame me?
No. she's going to run. Let me make sure she's just passing that thing. She's going to run over to here. Oh, she has to face that way. And she's exhausted.
Okay, that checks out. Okay. He's going to walk to there. Just got to leave that there. No reason, just don't mind me.
I can never work out what you're allowed to pre-measure and what you want. Let's pre-measure.
You think you pretty much anything? It's a tournament going. You get away from him. Don't push him.
I'm not pushing him.
You just
I don't want to push him. I don't want to push him any further back than he already is.
What are you trying to do?
Walk this lady to within 9 inches of him.
And do what?
Put death sentence on him.
I've got willpower.
Willpower doesn't help. You need resistance.
Is it an opposed key test?
Yeah, willpower gives you pluses when you're the activating model.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
She might as well walk forwards enough to be able to get herself into the scoring.
So what does death sentence do?
It means that I get an extra dice in melee and range shots against him, and I get +1 to the damage.
Oh, is that it? For this turn?
Until you remove it.
How do I remove it?
Pay 3 key.
No, I'm good. I'll just avoid it.
She's exhausted as well.
So you're going to try and do it then?
I can't do it yet.
Why not?
Because she's got it.
Oh, you need to run up and do things.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, so Suitor's going to spend 2. Summon Sloth! So I've got Kimoko's Whistle.
So it comes on with 3.
Comes on with 3 health. And so I've gained some more activations. With you. So it begins.
She's going to walk up 5. And put, she's going to do a once per turn virtue, put a virtue onto Kahime again.
Is that the shooty dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's got another virtue. You can only have 1 virtue at a time, but I think you can spend it and still get another one put on top of you. And she can't do anything with the rest of it.
How much health do those Child Varichis have?
They have 1, 2, 3, 5.
5, you say? And 5 health. Yeah. What? How much rice? How much dice do they have?
2.
2. So it can't. So she's ran and exhausted. So she's down to.
She's got reach.
But she's down to 0 dice.
Oh, 1 dice.
1 dice. So I'm +1 dice then. Is that the only one you can use to kind of go through something?
That's the only one I can cast through, yeah.
So what I'm thinking, because that's really my only really dangerous thing, so I'm thinking of Sloth charging her.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I get +3 to my roll, my damage roll.
She can't be a spiritual conduit when something's in face to face with her as well.
Can he not? So that's really what your whole jam's about, isn't it? This turn, realistically, like.
To be honest, because of the issues with the Breath of Yurei, I was kind of thinking this is a kind of hard matchup because these two are supposed to kind of put stuff out. No, she's not.
Is she?
No, but that's the thing. I don't want to spend all my virtue putting game. Well, she could be Sixth Sense because she's got a virtue on her.
So you'd have to use the Sixth Sense. You'd have to use the Sixth Sense to be able to draw a line of sight more than 2 inches.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry. All these intervening rules.
Yeah.
So charging probably isn't the right thing at this point. Maybe.
Well, it depends. I suppose it's just at the minute you just pay 2 key for a thing.
So if I do charge, I might dumpster her. Am I overly bothered if you get me back? Probably not at this point. If you do 3 damage to me, because I'd be 4 dice against your 1. You're probably going to put it into attack, aren't you? Realistically, for your reach.
Well, she can't do anything. I suppose she could do some damage.
Yeah. But then if you damage me,
are you durable?
No, I'm tough. You have to take a fear test as well, because I've got fear 5. And she's 1 key dice, potentially.
Oh yeah, she's, yeah.
Yeah, so let's not overthink it. He's going to charge you. Charge. Into base. Ooh. So you fair. Failed your fear.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a key. It's my feet on fear. So you're frightened.
Yeah.
So.
I don't. Is run a state, or is that something different? Because
run's something you've done. So, I'm 3 dice normally. You are.
I don't. My dice pool isn't reduced by states.
Okay.
So being frightened
doesn't reduce it. So you're down to 0 dice.
I believe frightened's a state.
So, yeah, frightened is a state. It's got to be. So I go up to 4 dice. What I might do. I don't think I'm bothered if I die. So I'm going to spend 1 to gain another dice to go up to 5 dice. Yeah. Okay, cool.
He can boost his melee, can't he?
Yeah, he can boost his melee, but he's using his health.
Yeah.
So fine. So, have you selected what you'd wish to do with your 1 die?
I am going to. I'm going to go 1 in defence.
Okay, so I've gone 3 into attack and 2 in defence.
Yep.
So we've got to be 5. So 8. So I'm a success level 3 with plus 3.
2.
Plus 2 is it?
Yeah. But unless he's got any pluses on his weapon.
Nope. Success level 2 was it? 6, 7, 8.
Success level 3.
Success level
5
3.
versus 8.
So 4.
3 damage? 2 damage.
No, plus 2 is it? 3 damage.
6. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, because it's plus 2 on the charge. Yeah.
So that's 3 damage done to you. And I'm exhausted. Okay, the camera died. So
you just said it was fun summoning.
well, I'm assuming it said that. So the summoning's quite fun.
Way of getting boosted movement as well. It's just drop something partway up the board.
Yeah.
It's a shame they don't come on because in other games sometimes they'll come on like exhausted or like 1 activation or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you've got 4 activations remaining.
Realistically, I don't think Kenzo's doing anything other than moving, so let's do that now. Keep losing my 5, and then keep putting it over here, and then still forgetting that I put it over there. So I think that's him done.
I've just got. I think I'll probably just move this up. Maybe to provide some cover and
Loiter.
blockage. Yeah, it's just loiter. There you go, over to you. I'm all out now, mate.
Alright.
You go have fun. You do your threat activations. Go nuts.
I think she's going to walk to there.
I do think this is quite cool. I like the idea that my 3 little orphans are just stood there going, do it, do a thing.
That's because it's just like quite characterful as well. There's the characters.
Yeah.
So she's going to walk up to there, pay 3 to clear a reload,
Uh-huh.
and then shoot you again.
So you need to
Short range now.
spend your virtue to come 6 cents.
Yeah. No, she keeps it to the end of the turn.
Is it for the end of the
this
turn?
is for next turn.
Ah, right.
So I can do it again if you decide
Right.
to. If you decide to keep it going for a turn, she'll be able to keep shooting.
So it's
Yeah, the 6 cents lasts until
You've
the next
moved. So
Yeah.
it's 5 normally.
turn. No, 4 because I'm
4
in short
normally.
range now, and then +1 for moving, +1 for second shot.
So 6.
6 again.
Yeah. You'll get your 8. There you go.
Yep.
So success level 2. You didn't pay for the pierce, did you?
No. So I'm -1 on this dice.
Okay. Nice low roll.
7.
7.
So 6.
So 2 damage. Down to 6 health.
Keeps whittling him away.
And then you've just got 1 activation there for her.
Yes. So she's going to get 2. She's going to walk 5 over here. Get within 3 of this bodyguard.
And then is that the end of the round? So the end of the round, I score 2 and you score 1.
Yep.
12 points to 1. Okay, cool. Okay, round 2. I'm going to regret this decision. So basically, on my
And for blood of reach on.
Breath of
It
Yurei
really matters 'cause everything
ability,
I'm hitting is going to be immune.
I can forfeit the tactical test, and I've got the 2-inch. You've got to be within 2 inch to draw line of sight for things. It makes Dave spend that to shoot it. I know it's leaving Wraith really vulnerable at this point. However,
And if nothing else, at least I can neuter his potential a little bit by taking some more damage off him.
however, my
Even though I
thought
know-
process is, I might do that and then lose the tactical test.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'm just shooting anyway.
Yeah, so let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going first. Oh, I'll put it all on Kenzo, but it is over here. I channeled some. I don't think I've got it on camera, but I channeled some ki from Ayako onto Kaihime at the end of the turn. So she's going to go. She's going to spend her virtue to put up 6 cents.
Yep.
Pay 3 to reload.
Yep.
And then shoot you and pay 1 for pierce.
So we need to. Was it success level 5? Was it?
I've got to roll the dice. So effectively, at the minute, I'm short range, so it's 4s. You've got cover for +2, but you're -3 because you're huge.
So it's 3s.
So I get +1, so it's 3s on these 3 dice.
Also 6.
Success level 6, so I get
Success level
success level
3.
3.
So you need to roll a 12. Is it?
Which isn't going to happen, but
You'll be fine. There you go. Swap to your white dice. Make sure you're on camera. This is a key roll.
no,
8. 8 on 3 was it? Sorry.
Yep.
It's 3 damage. So I'm down to 3. Okay. Okay. That isn't.
Oh no, sorry, I just put it to one side. Kenzo has got 4 in it. I just got confused with where I've put everything. Oh, and she's tired and got a reload marker.
So. do I just send Cammy? That'll fit there.
Can he move out of combat?
Well, that's gonna be dead. He's like
hit first then move.
Yeah, he's aloof. He's aware. He's intangible. He's got all those kind of stuff. So I think he walks and punches her to kind of regain. No.
She's rolling 2 dice now.
1 dice because of him.
Oh, should she have tried to clear her frightened?
Yes.
I don't think it really matters, although she can't move towards you and stuff actually, can she? So I can't take you into base, so best...
Unless I go into him. That's just an interface. Yeah, so she's cleared.
So she's not frightened anymore. Sorry, I was just...
What's the crack with him?
What do you mean? Rolls 4 dice in melee.
Okay.
He's got...
What's his key stat? 3?
Key stat 2. He can boost for 3 if he really wanted to, if he wanted 5 dice.
Yeah, it's only
He can pay 2 for a lightning strike, so it hits first. He's got reach. Powerful attack, armour 2. He can do Dokote, which I think is give himself brutal 2. Or is that the other one? That's the other one. Dokote is gains feint. And I can do a grapple attack, but that doesn't matter for all your camis because they can just...
So I can do... I've got Pierce and Sharp.
Who's this, sorry?
Him. What's Key Block? Key Block means you can't use key feats, don't it?
Yeah.
Pierce and Sharp, so that ignores Tough and 1 armour.
He's not tough, but you'd ignore 1 of my armour.
Okay.
Oh, the Wraith is this, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my thought is sending Wraith into him to go and punch him, do some wounds, to then heal 2.
I'll get the attack first, because I've got reach.
Because I was thinking of going into her, but she's only got a key stat of 1.
How many dice does Wraith roll? 4.
I can put up to 4.
3, you can boost it to 4.
Yeah, by 1 thing.
So you can spend a life.
To gain a dice.
This is the one thing that you can do to Wraith, is get him down below sort of 4
Yeah.
or 5, because then it starts getting difficult to spend key on making him the effective monster that he is.
I think I try and kill that. Because you may struggle to get an angle onto him with the thing. Maybe. I don't know. Because you'll have moved. Have you got the key to clear the reload again?
Not now, but I can have it.
Okay, so I've got...
I can also charge in with that one.
If he stood over here, then you'll be going over difficult. It makes life slightly more challenging, maybe.
So is it half move, isn't it?
It's half move.
Double move for a charge. So if I really wanted to take my chances...
But you'd need line of sight, so if he's... Yeah, let's just do it. Right, Wraith to go...
I mean, if you didn't do it now, if you left Wraith... Oh, your Wraith's going over there to do that one.
Wraith's going over to hit her.
Yep.
So take a dread test. Like you need a 6 on 1 dice. Awesome, so you're frightened. So, you're down to 1 dice.
No, just you ignore states.
But you crowded out that in a state.
Yeah, crowded out, yeah.
So you're down to 1 dice. You've got reach.
I have, but I've got no, I don't know why she's... I mean, I suppose if you're in any other circumstance, it might be worth putting some damage on someone first, but in reality, what I wanted for her is some sort of a way of escaping, like sidestep defence or something, really.
So, you've got no armour, you've got no tough.
Nope. She's as basic as they come. She's a 7 rice model. And what do? You get key back equivalent to the wounds done?
No. If I cause any wounds, I gain your key statistic back in health.
Right, so you get 1 key back.
Yeah, okay, I've decided.
1 in defence.
Going 2 attack, 1 defence. I've already 6. 4. Oh, for God's sake! Nothing. Oh, Wraith, but they're both tired, so there is that.
Yeah.
Oh, Wraith.
Sorry, I just need to check.
Have I got any rerolls or anything? No.
I just need to check.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
It's never nice when you're big, like, your big model. Okay,
Will they shoot me again?
I can't. I think the Child of Ruchi is going to activate.
Yeah.
She is going to. First of all, she's going to channel. So she's going to channel off for some reason. I have a suspicion that she's not going to need this key. So she's going to channel this key, and she can only channel to people to models with Blood of Ruchi. So she's going to channel it to Kenzo, I think, to max Kenzo out to 6 key for some unknown reason.
Right.
And then she's going to hit Wraith.
Okay.
To exhaust him.
Sure. So she's got 1 dice.
Yep, 1 dice.
You're attacking me.
No, I'm going to put it in defence. I'm going to see if she can survive still.
Well, doing my 3 attacks I've learned. Got it, roll 6. Roll 6.
No, 3. She's dead this time. Oh, 5. Success level 2.
Success level 2 with +1.
With +1. So you need to roll... yeah, you need to roll like a 5. She's got 2 health left.
Oh, so I need to roll 5, yeah.
Oh!
For God's sake!
Is that definitely right? Success level 2.
Success level 2. I've got +1. I've got Pierce and Sharp, but that doesn't do anything.
So you've got +1 though.
So I rolled 4.
Oh yeah, and then up to 5.
Which is 1 damage.
1 damage. So she survives.
But I heal her health. I heal her health.
Because you did damage.
Yeah, because I did damage. God's sake. Oh, Wraith.
I didn't think she'd survive.
Not gonna lie, Dave, not did I.
No.
Okay, sure. Right. Cameo's Choking Fog is going to move to there. Trying to block your way. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to walk and I'm going to shoot you because I'm within 2.
Non-soulless doesn't matter. Non-soulless have got any range, or is it just a range 2?
No, it's a range attack.
Oh, it's a range attack too. I thought you meant your Yurei.
So it's a 2. So Yurei move of.
Move.
A medium. What?
She's a small base.
Yeah.
With a move of 5. So what does it do? Sorry.
It doesn't do damage. It's just a stun marker. So when I hit, my hit by range attack suffer no damage. Instead gains a stun marker. So that just means you're stunned.
You got to hit first.
So short range is 4, and you're small, so 0.
Yeah.
I moved, so it goes up to a 5. Of course not.
Oh, change those dice.
God.
Switch colours.
Okay. Yeah, nothing over to you, mate.
Okay.
Well, gee.
I wasn't really expecting.
Dave, if I'm honest, neither was I.
This guy's going to walk up and hit the sloth. So I'll do the fear test. He's steadfast, so he'll ignore. He can still finish his action. And he's got courage, so he reduces the test by 1.
Has he got 2 dice?
No, 1 key.
So it's 4?
So 4s. No.
Hey!
So he becomes frightened, so he loses a dice, but he moves into base still.
Cool.
And completes his action. So I'm down a die.
That's fine with me.
What can they do?
I'm going to boost up to 4 dice.
He's got armour 2.
Whatever.
Boost up to 2 dice.
Up to 4 dice.
4 dice. Oh, so he's using them alive.
Yeah!
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, sorry, how many dice are you?
I'm 2 dice because I'm still frightened. They've only got 2 key on each.
3 attack, 1 defence. Ooh. So, I've got a 8 attack. So
Yep.
if I remove those 2, to your 2. So I'm 6 level attack, and you're
I've got
a
success level
2. I've got a tough 1. So you got to roll a 6.
I get +1 on the roll.
So you got to roll a 6. Dead.
10.
That's okay. So you've done wounds to him. So you gain an immobilise marker.
Yeah. He wasn't going anywhere anyway.
That's okay.
Does that clear at the end of the turn? We'll have to have a look at that in a minute on our camera. Or maybe I can use a weight to clear it, because he's tired as well.
Mm.
But what that does is make sure that child of Richie is not going to die this turn. Or until he summons another one.
Yeah, three are coming. Okay, so let's have a thinky. I think.
How much is the cami?
Like 8 points.
8 points.
Do I try and take another shot at him? It's still a 5. To stun you. Does it have any bearing on you? Does it make life any more difficult? Does it? I'm asking, does it?
Oh, sorry. Probably not, because it's not removing anything. I mean, if you've got a stun marker, I mean, she can just wait and clear the reload, probably. But I don't know. Let's
do that. Okay, so I'm going to try and shoot you. So I
Okay.
That's enough.
Yep.
So you've gained a stun marker.
Stunned.
He's dead. Richard.
I need to sort these into some sort of better order so I can. Stunned. There we go. Okay, so I think Kenzo goes in now.
Do you trust?
2 dice.
Down to 1.
Oh, because of the thingy.
In a 6. So I hope you fail it.
This is why. Oh no, it wouldn't have made a difference. I was going to say the ghastly visage.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure he's not got anything that helps him with this. No.
Nope.
No.
Gain 3rd. So you failed. So he can't go in. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is working as intended. So, let's do.
Just read up stunned while you're working out what you want to do.
There's no pass markers, is there? Let's have a thinky. Okay, Sembo's going to walk. Whoop. To there. And he's tied. Over to you.
Yeah, -1 range pool modifier.
Cool.
Remove 1 stun marker from each multiple. No, actually, take away actions from remove all stun markers. Yeah, so she does get -1 dice.
So he's just walked.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have run. Sorry, do you mind if I change that to a run? Have you got any objections to that?
No.
So it's 1.5 inches extra. Should be like an inch and a little bit. Because there's no reason why I wouldn't run, is there?
No.
So, that's you.
So I've got to read up on various things like steadfast, because you've got to work out how they interact with each other. I can still declare actions and enter base to base with models with fear. I need to find it. I'll find it in a minute because I'm not going to use Kenzo now.
Does the mobilise go at the end of the turn?
Oh, I'll have a look in a minute. Sorry, I didn't look that one up.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I think it goes the end of the turn. States. Okay, melee run shows. Oh, you got to do a size 6 challenge to do it.
To do what? Immobilised.
Yeah, so you're immobilised. Model may declare a melee run, charge, scenario, stand-up, heal, or any action, including movement, including changing faces. Before the action, the model must make a size 6 challenge test. If unsuccessful, the model's action is considered resolved. If successful, the model removes all immobilised mark and resolves the action as normal.
Right.
Model can declare a weight action to remove it. Enemy models in base to base of the immobilised marker can declare action if they were not in base to base. Then remove all immobilised. Okay.
Oh, how does that work with like things like bodyguard?
I don't know. So the easiest way is to do a weight.
Mm.
So she's frightened, he's frightened.
Yeah.
You got frightened markers. So I've got one here. You got
I was looking. I'm going to find one in a minute.
on the other side of controller thing.
Oh, is it control? Yeah.
And then she's got one and all, hasn't she?
Yeah.
From when he went in. Yeah. So
She's exhausted anyway. And
yeah.
I think frightened. She ignores the state. So basically, all the rules of frightened don't apply. Okay, Ayako's going to channel 3 into Kahime.
It's Kahime.
That
one.
That one.
So that means she can
Clear the reload.
clear the reload and have another pop.
Yeah.
So she'll still be -1
So
dice
you're minus
pool.
1 dice pool.
Okay, that's good.
And then she's going to walk over here.
But I'm assuming you've probably got enough to boost it.
No, because I need to use those 3 to get rid of the reload.
Okay.
So I'll just roll 2 dice and hope for some sort of decent success.
Seems like a plan.
And then she will give her once per turn virtue to Satsuki.
Okay.
And what else is she going to do? Anything? There's no one in range that can do anything to him. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Weeman will turn. And he'll go 3, 4, and a little tiny bit. Actually, that's 5. He's got a 5-inch move, hasn't he? Okay, so I'm just outside of 5 for him.
Okay.
So he's ran. He's tied.
Run, yeah.
You've got no one who can get into combat with him in
No.
one activation, have you?
But I've now got 2 models that can put 6 cents up and try and psychic drain him.
Ooh, where are they?
Here and here.
And where's the range for psychic drain? What's the range for psychic?
Psychic drain is 8 inches.
So talk me just so I understand how it works.
I can take up to 3 key off you.
Yeah.
I transfer. I think because I think that guy might be immune to leech, but I think leech is specifically friendly models can leech key. Psychic drain says that you transfer, not leech.
Okay.
So because of the wording, I'm assuming I can still take key off him, transfer key off him onto her, so she can basically rob him of 3 key.
Okay.
As an opposed key test.
Okay, so how would that work? So could you, for example, with this activation, go and take it off him?
Yeah, I could walk within 8 inches of him, put up 6 cents. That's why I brought her over to give her the
Right.
virtue.
Okay.
Give her 6 cents, and then try and do it. But it's a post key test.
And you've got a key statistic of 1?
2.
2. There's nothing I can really do to do that.
Other than not.
Well,
you could make it a decision about having to bring him forward, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
I didn't realise that was a thing. Sorry. So you've got a move of 5.
5, yeah.
So yeah, realistically, I'm not going to be able to get out of it. So be it.
He's got 2 on him at the minute.
He's got 2 on him, yeah.
So he's the target, really.
Yeah. He's got 6. She's got 6. So.
Oh. just to try and stop you from getting another one out.
Sloth that again.
Yeah. But the problem is the other ones will come out with more on them, so is it better to take key away from them so that they can't spend...
So really, a 6 health, Envy and Wrath are coming out.
Right, is it better? Can she get within 12 inches of you? Oh, no way. Or maybe actually. So maybe that's the... Oh no, I've got my bloody just transferred it off there.
Phew! What are we doing then?
How much is the Gaki worth?
9 points.
9 points.
He's got Camouflage 3. Regenerate 2.
Camouflage won't matter because he's not in cover.
Doesn't need to be in cover.
Camouflage does.
Oh, Camouflage is disguised.
Disguised.
Yeah.
Because drawing on thing wouldn't be such a bad end. I'll just walk up and hit him. But she can't get through there, can she?
Got to do a half move over that.
Yeah, half move.
So you have to run over it.
Or just walk over it and then walk again.
Yeah.
Right, well I think this has got to be...
Wait, 2 seconds. Okay, it's a bit of a thought on that.
Just a pause as well while we set the camera on.
Yep.
It clicked, did it?
Yes.
I thought it clicked. Still running?
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, so I think this is going to have to be... it's going to have to be the one, I think. Psychic Drain is once per turn. So she's going to walk. I'm going to try and get within 8 and also within 6 of her. Oh. Yeah, that's the play. Yeah, she'll walk to there within 6 and try a Psychic Drain. So she pays 1 for Psychic Drain.
Virtue token.
For 6 cents, yeah.
Go on then. Roll your 7. 6. So I need to roll a 7. Oh!
So I'll have 3 of his key.
You can only have 2.
I'll have 2. And she will then channel. She'll channel 4 onto Ayako.
Okay. Well, bleh.
Doesn't stop the other 2 monstrous things coming out, but it does stop Sloth.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Sembo spends 6 unless. Yeah, it's Unleash Envy.
Envy!
So it was 6. It comes up with 6 health. Hold on 2 inches. And he's exhausted. With you.
So we're saying this is blockable, like
Line of sight
line
block
of sight
and
blocking.
so essentially one of them.
Yeah.
And it's the whole base. Envy.
Oh, she's tired. So he has to pass a move 6. So what do you do? Roll
2 dice, you got to get 6.
2 dice. You need a
So you
6.
declare your action.
I think I'm gonna have to do it. He's gonna try and
Go
attack.
well, you can't. You're frightened.
No, he can because
he
he's
can.
steadfast. He can ignore all the
Okay, so you
frightened
got to do
states.
pass a 6 thing to get rid of your immobilise. No.
Oh, snake eyes.
So he's now immobilised. He's not.
His mobilised stays, isn't
He's
it?
immobilised stays and he's currently exhausted.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
down
the
to
best
how many dice now?
Well, mobilised doesn't reduce dice, does it? So he's only
No.
down to
You're exhausted and frightened, so by 2.
yeah.
How much health do you have?
5, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, 5.
But he's got tough 2.
No, he's got armour 2.
Armour 2.
So could he perform a weight action to get rid of the immobilised, did we say?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what your choices was.
Right. So he probably should have just done that really well.
Okay. You've got reach, haven't you?
Not on him, I don't think.
On him?
No, on the child of reach has got reach. I think it's because she's wrapped in snakes,
Okay.
so the snakes give her reach. Jade member have got courage and steadfast, and bodyguard and armour, and they've got the force back attack 0. So I can declare force back attack.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. I think Envy just goes in and whomps you.
Seems like a thing.
So, let me just move. Where's my 40 proxy? There it is.
Ah, okay. So actually, if he bodyguarded, I would have lost the immobilised.
Oh, okay. So that's within 4.
Yep.
So I'm going to whomp him.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a die to got to
I
4.
won't turn him yet.
Yeah. So you're how many dice?
1 dice. I'm gonna declare force back attack.
So that's if you're successful.
If I'm successful in my attack, then I force you back 1 inch. Out of my zone of control.
I like it. I like it. Let's do it. I've already just
You got 1 in attack.
only 4 in attack. So I go first.
Oh, hang on, he exhausted himself, didn't he? So you get an extra dice.
What?
I was already exhausted, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So I should have been down to immobilised isn't, sorry, so it's frightened and
Exhausted.
Sorry, yeah, so it's 1 dice, yeah.
So it's this is right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, because I was at 4 dice, so you're
Yeah.
only down to 1.
I'm only down to 1.
God, so success level 5.
Success level 5 is still probably good enough.
No, I've got -2.
-2 on your damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and then -2 again, so it's -4 on the dice roll. Are you 0 or are you -2?
-2.
Right, yeah, so it's -4 total.
On success level 5 was
Success level 5. Oh,
11. How much health do you have?
-4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, dead.
But hey, womp.
What would so on a success level 5?
5.
So I'm just working out what you had to roll to kill him. Success level 5. So better than a 9 you had to roll.
What's your
rolled
key
an 11.
statistic 2?
Yeah.
Hey, I've got to 7. Okay. And he's tired.
Wore himself out.
All that womping's hard work. Over to you, mate. Leave him alone. No. No.
He's got to die.
No, he
But
doesn't.
what I want to do is make absolutely sure. So I think I might be investing far too much effort into this.
Do you lose anything for stunned? Moving or?
Ranged dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
So she's going to move back to here.
Yeah, fine.
She's going to pay 3 to clear her reload.
Right, so I haven't run, so I'm 2. You're
I'm +1, but now I'm -1 for moving and -1 for already showing shot.
so it's normally you're in short range, so it's a 4.
Yeah.
I'm +3 because I'm huge.
Yeah.
So that's a
But
1.
you're in cover. You got the
I'm in
crowd.
cover, so I'm up to 3. -1 because
Basically,
you
I got
five.
-1 because you're -3 +2.
So you're
But now you've also got another +2 because she's shot already this turn and she's moved.
so 5 you need.
No.
You work it out. I think I'm confusing it.
So it goes back to 0. Yeah, sorry, 5. Yeah.
5 on 2 dice.
5 on 2 dice.
I think I'm okay with this.
Seven.
Okay, so it's success level 2.
Success level 2.
You didn't pay for Pierce, did you?
No, so I'm -1 on the dice roll.
Okay. Come on. Success level 2.
How much health has he got?
4.
I wasn't intending to kill him.
You
I
need
just
to
want
roll
to
a
get him
12.
because he can't do it. He can't get any more key now, can he?
Unless he wants people.
Well, he's exhausted. I mean,
Unless someone wants him.
9.
9 on success level 2.
Down to 8.
8 on success level 2. It's 2 damage, so he's down to 2. So he's exhausted.
She's exhausted.
What can she do? She can't really do
She can't do anything to any of these ones. She needs to get to the back squishy line or do something with the Gaki.
What's that chap's thing?
She's got Psychic Drain, which she's already done, and Accelerate Venom.
What's her elf? What's her punches?
She's 5. She's got 2 melee.
Melee.
She can boost it, but she hasn't got any key because she transferred it all to Miyako.
Okay, so I think he's going to womp in and womp. Actually, do it.
She has got Sidestep Defense.
Yeah, jump out of the way. Okay, so
Ezekiel's Sphere.
yeah, he does. So roll a fear dice. He's fear 5. Nope. Oh, get a 4.
He's
Oh,
frightened.
oh,
He's down to 1 die.
Oh, hang on. When this car has 4 key tokens, you may distribute them to any friendly model. Hey, Sloth. Read that to make sure that's an instant. I don't want to cheat.
Yeah? Wraith, you mean?
No, I want to suit her.
Oh, okay.
So Sloth can come out now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seems like a thing. So I'm attacking you, so you're frightened. So I'm going to boost up to 4 dice. You're at 2?
1.
1, and you've got to go
Because I'm
defensive.
frightened.
You've got to go
I've got to
defensive.
go defensive. She's going to declare Sidestep Defense. She was always going to go defensive.
That's okay. So I'm going to 4 in attack. Go on, roll your 1 defense, roll your 6. 5. So it's a 6. So success level 1.
So she can't escape.
So I'm nothing. 7 minus 2, so 0. But that's okay. We're both exhausted. Over to you.
she needs a reload marker. Oh, I should have marked whether she's done her challenge. Oh, she has, because she gave her 3.
Yeah.
She's given it a virtue.
Yeah, I probably should have gave some to Wraith, shouldn't I?
Wraith could have had 4 health.
Doesn't
no, you can't backseat.
No, I wouldn't. Oh god, no, I wouldn't. Bloody hell. Wow.
The most unpleasant creature on the board. No, you can't have any health.
No, you may not go up to 6 health. Don't leave him alone. He's ran. He's tiny. Oh, you're doing opposed key stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Leave him alone. You don't drain him. That's just.
I'm trying to stop him from getting that sloth out. I'm going to pay 2 for a hypnotic gaze on him.
Is that what's that to do?
Removes an activation counter and gains a stun marker.
Okay, cool. So
Opposed key roll.
So you're within 12.
Yeah. No, 6. 9. What are we talking about?
5. So yeah. So he's
Exhausted. I'm just not having that sloth out now.
I think that's.
And she'll also move slightly this way.
So what you got left? Just that and 2 there.
Yep, I got Kenzo and her.
So Chauvelin. What's she do? Ooh. Melee strength bonus, that's your damage roll, isn't it?
Melee strength.
Yeah, melee strength, that's your damage roll. Yeah, for the next damage roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you doing? Sorry, that was quite aggressive.
That's all right.
What are you doing, Dave? Come on, Dave, hurry up.
She's going to get back 5. Then we'll have to accept the fact that you're about to get a rat swarm out.
Wop, wop. Taka spends 6 for an MV. To you. She's exhausted, she's run, they've all run, my kids have run. Oh no. Please fail that test. Please fail that
Doesn't matter, she's steadfast, same as the other one.
But you still minus dice.
The minus dice, yeah.
That's okay, so it's 1 dice.
You're on 2 health.
It's fine. I can all out defence.
You're outnumbered, so I get an extra dice.
I'm aloof.
Does that ignore?
I don't know.
You keep saying these things like you know what they mean.
I've learned to say something with enough
You've
confidence.
got courage to reduce the fear test. Is that... What's he got? Dread?
Dread.
Does that stop the reroll? Does it switch off courage?
No, dread means it reduces your dice by 1. So you only roll 1 dice rather than 2.
Oh yeah, she's already only rolling 1.
Oh, so what was... Oh, let's see. What does dread do then?
Traits, dread. Models making a fear test reduce their key statistics. This cannot be used by any models with fear value equal to or higher than this model's.
I'm doing it automatically. Ah.
Okay, so yeah, she reduces it by 1 because she's got courage, which isn't affected by dread. So 5. Yes!
So you're in.
In without any restrictions.
So what dice are you?
3.
3.
Up to 4.
Up to 4?
Because you're...
No. 3 with me down.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, 3 with you down. What you on normally? 3. You go down to 1 die then.
Do I lose?
Spend 1 key.
Do I spend
to
1?
Give you, yeah, for next, to only bring you up to. Oh no, it'll bring you up to 2.
2.
Yeah. So you're losing 2 at the minute. So she's in anyway.
I think I do it potentially. or do I do 2 dice? I'll be 2 dice normally, don't I? No, that's 3, 2. I'll be down to 1. What does intangible?
3 dice normally.
Let me see what intangible does.
Intangible's just you can float away. You can't be grappled and things like that.
Ignore zones of controls. Others models during the.
The Indomitable already exists to remove outnumbering, so there wouldn't be another stat on there.
So what am I doing? What am I doing at this point? Dave, what am I doing?
Don't ask me. Hopefully losing rate.
So you're
3
3 dice against my 1. So best case scenario, you're a success level 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3 I lose a health, 4, 5, 6 I don't. I'm going in, 1 dice. Sorted.
Yeah?
1 in defence.
3 attack.
Cool. Go on then, let's see what you get.
7.
Okay.
Oh.
Success level 1. Come on. Okay, so I've got armour 2.
And I get +1 on this, so
Armour 1.
-1.
So roll. If you roll a 10 or more, he's dead.
No.
4. Nothing. Oh, yes, Wraith. Come on. And he's now exhausted. This is good. This is good news for Wraith.
She's still stunned.
Okay, so I've just got 4 activations here. 1, 2.
And then
I suppose Gaki could focus, I think, at this point, because he doesn't really need to do anything.
Yeah.
And you're out here.
No, I've got Kenzo, but he can't do a lot because he's frightened, so he can't get anywhere.
Okay, so Gaki will exhaust and do a focus.
Can I do a wait to try and remove frightened?
No. No, you may not.
Well, he's not got a lot he can do then.
He can move.
I think he's probably kind of happy where he is.
Alright, move along this way a little bit. Make way for all my cards. God, that was terrifying with Wraith.
Nah, he'll just stay there.
Seems reasonable. Okay, so sadly I can't get caught in, so I'll do a move to get just outside the zone of control. Actually, if I move that way, I can then frighten you. Surprise you.
Surprise you.
Surprise you.
Got 1 health left and rolling 1 die, which is exhausted.
So, I'm boosting this up to a 5, up to 4 attack dice. So you're down to, you're exhausted. So what dice does she start with?
2.
So she's exhausted and crowded out.
Yeah.
So it's down to 0. So I gain a dice? Is that right? Or
Yeah, I assume so.
okay, 5. Come on.
She's going 1 in defence. Resolutely hold out against these evil spirits. 3, she's dead.
6, 7, 8.
Good job you spent all that money on
So
dice,
5. Okay, so I can't kill it. I can't lose. Get in the bin.
Dead. She's survived far longer than I actually thought she would.
Oh, I gain a health. I gain a life.
I can't believe you just tanked like attacks from Ray.
So, end of the round. I score 2. I don't score this because I haven't got more points than you on it.
You haven't got, those models don't count.
They're just models,
They're
not
summoned,
points.
Yeah, they're not points.
Which is quite cool. So, I win the round and go 1 point to 0.
Summon your rats.
And then I get to, we're doing the end phase stuff now. So
stun
I get,
goes. Your stun goes if he's...
Yeah, the stun will go. So, I'll put a rat swarm in base to base. And that is the end of round.
Hang on, I've got to roll for this frightened, haven't I?
Well, we didn't do the end phase stuff now, Phil.
No, I don't have to. I don't live with.
Okay, so round 3. So Yurei won the tactical role. I also used Drain Spirit. So I got to take 2 key off his name, please.
Jade Mambagard A.
Cool, Jade Mambagard A. So I took his 2 key.
Oh, Jade Mambagard B, sorry.
And I put it onto Wraith. So the Wraith is up to 4 health.
Not full health.
4 health.
4 health.
So he's still frightened. That's the only frightened model?
Yeah, I failed the fear test at the end of the turn, annoyingly. That's the one model that could literally have needed to pass his fear test. Although, to be honest, he'd struggle to get back in anyway. Although what I realised is, I went down to 1 fear. He had 6 key on him. I could have boosted my key stat back up to like 3 and rolled 3 dice trying to get to 6. Just so I had to get into combat with you.
Okay, so my Rat Swarm's going to go first. I'm going to go into a punch.
Fine. She will. Yeah. How much health has it got?
1.
1 health.
Yeah. Doesn't have to. It's tireless.
Right, she's 3 dice.
I've got Pierce 1 and combo attack. Do I declare a combo attack?
Is it 0?
What? Yeah.
You might as well. You declare it? I'm going to declare. What's she got? She must have sidestep defence. Yeah, I'll declare sidestep defence.
Okay. So I'm defence, all defence.
2 in attack, 1 in defence.
Got the right attack. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. All 7 to 5. So success level 2. So roll your.
Have you got any minuses on this dice roll?
I don't believe I'm. No. Yeah,
8.
you're dead. Cool. That's fine. I've tired you.
You've tired me out.
Yeah. I've halved your shooting for the turn. I'm alright with that. That done its job.
I don't know how you draw line of sight to stuff from here. So it's getting complicated when there's all these models in the way.
Can you see? You can't see through bigger models, can you?
Yeah, but I suppose if you move to one side, so you've got a line of sight through it then.
What are you trying to do?
Psychic drain.
You're going to take 3 off him.
Oh, I wasn't talking about him. These two at the back.
That's fine. They've already got the beast.
Oh, they've got their one out.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine with this. Leave them alone. The children.
Not getting within 9. No, because the other thing is I could kill them.
What?
She's shooting with poison 3, so hit one of them. How much health have they got? 4 each.
4.
So do like 1 damage and poison 3, and they're dead at the end of the turn, along with whatever thing is summoned. So at this point, does it like abandon Wraith and just try and
kill the kids?
Kill the kids, because there's no longer any kind of impediment.
I'd rather you didn't.
The Jade Mambagard's going to hit you.
Okay. Are you doing any buffs to dice or anything?
I don't have to take a fear test because I'm already in base to base with you.
No, you're good.
She can't do any buffs or anything. She's only got 1 now because you robbed the other 2 off her.
So how much dice? How many dice have you got?
3 dice.
3 dice. I'm going to spend 1 health to boost up to 4 dice.
You're down to 3 health now.
But if I do any wounds to you, I gain your key statistic back in life.
Yeah, 1 key.
That's okay. I can go back up to 4.
I'm hoping I might be able to get through and do some damage. So you're up to 4 dice.
4 dice, yeah. Make them honestly. I've got Pierce 1 and Sharp 1.
I'm feeling like it's that moment in the game.
You YOLO in it.
You may well. I'm going to declare force back attack.
Okay.
3 dice in attack.
Oh, I'm doing 2 and 2.
I need to succeed in this attack because either way that stops your attack.
I'm only immune to thrown.
He's not that good.
Yeah.
He's good, but he's not that good. Yeah, 8.
So it's 6, for defence.
So I've success level 2.
Yeah.
My attack is +1, so I'm -1.
Do you, with your force back thing, do you lose any percentage of damage? And did you have to spend any?
It was 0, the dice. That's why I declared it.
The defender does not suffer a damage roll. Move the attacker 1 inch. Hang on. If the attack successful, move the defender 1 inch directly away from the attacker, then move the attacker directly 1 inch towards the defender. So you push
I
dodge.
don't want to do that one then. Can I take that back? Because I don't want to do force back attack. I thought it was just push you away.
Yeah, no. So you're success level 1 against him.
2.
Yes, you've 2. Yeah, sorry. So
I
you,
rolled an 8. And you got
Okay.
6.
so you need to roll really well to kill him. 6 on success
Down to
level.
5.
So it's 1 damage. So I've got my success level 6 against you now. Because you rolled no
Yeah,
defence.
because the force back attack I thought was doing different than it was. Yeah.
So I'm +1 to this, and you've got armour 1.
Armour 2.
So it's a straight dice roll on success level 6. What health have you got?
+1 or +2, sorry.
I've got +1 to my damage, and I've got pierce and sharp.
Right, yeah, so it reduces the armour. Yeah. Oh.
On success level 6, it's 4 damage.
He's got 1 left.
Goodness. But I gain a health.
3 did you roll?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, yeah, 3.
Success level 6.
1 more than you. She was dead.
I'm aware. So I got to 3, and we're both tired. You don't have reach, do you?
No.
Does Wraith hit him back and move away? Because aloof. Did we say?
You gain a key for...
Yeah, so I went
You've
from
done
2. So I had 4 health. I
Yeah.
spent 1 to go down to 3 dice, and I lost 1 health.
For the damage,
now
yeah.
I've gone back up
Yeah.
by 1. Do I hit you again? Then on the active model, then I get to hit you first. That makes sense to do it, because then your 3 dice. I'll probably do 1. Yeah, okay. Wraith's going to go and hit you.
Okay.
I'm going to go down to 2 health, and I'm going to go to 4 dice.
One in defence, 2 in attack.
What does key block do? Stops using key abilities.
Stop using key abilities,
But
yeah,
you're not.
which hasn't got to use them.
Okay.
Although if I've got key block, it means I can't later, or I can't anyway because I'm exhausted now.
Yeah.
But reflexes means I could use my bodyguard in
Okay.
base to base.
4 in attack.
2 in attack.
Go on then, 1 in defence.
6!
Oh, 6.
6.
So success level 0.
Success level 0.
Oh god.
Those ones, man.
I'm going to die, aren't I? I'm going to die. I need to do a damage on.
Well, you need to do a damage, so you can still do it.
I need to roll like a 9.
You're -1 on this, aren't you?
No, plus.
Oh, pierce and... yeah.
Oh god. 6, 7, 8. So I'm.
No, it's 0, isn't it? 2 armour, and you negate that with your +1 and your pierce. So she survives.
Oh, for God's sake, Wraith.
And I've now got a success level 7 against you.
6. Oh, 7,
6
yeah.
+1, 7.
Yeah, I can't lose. I can't. Dead.
8.
For God's sake.
Oh. Tell you what, that's the second time
How-
some sort of bodyguard person has managed to take out a 25-point model.
Not going to lie.
And it's pure luck on the dice.
Oh dear. Such is life. Such is life. Although he's exhausted.
Exhausted.
Mm.
She. It's, the ring wraiths cannot be killed by a mortal man.
Mm.
And she pulls her helmet off and says, "I am no mortal man."
Right, so he's down to 2 dice now, isn't he?
2 dice. She is, yeah.
Do I send Envy in to go and give her a licking?
It's my game.
It is, yeah. But that's okay. He's frightened, so he's not really relevant at this point. It's annoying. Funny, but annoying. Son of a gun.
Oh, I can't shoot over that. Satsuki's going to go.
Who missed that?
That's this lady.
She knew it, mate.
she's first of all she's going to channel all of her ki
Yeah.
onto Ayako, and then she's going to hit you and declare sidestep defense.
So if you successfully defend.
If I successfully defend, I move until I'm out of your zone of control, and then I haven't actually moved with her either.
So next activation you can.
No, I can. As part of an attack action, you can attack and then move, or move and then attack.
Okay. So I'm going up to 4 dice. How much? How many dice is she?
2 dice. In theory, I could have blown that 3 ki that I've just transferred off her.
Okay, so you're tired as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, you ready?
Yep.
I'm doing 3 in attack and 1 in defence.
2 in defence.
Go on in. What are you?
Oh, that's a 6. That is a 6 total.
4, 5, 6. So I've got success level 0.
So she can't escape.
That's fine.
Roll your damage.
But it's only it's -2 to this, so yeah, you're fine. This is okay. So what are you trying to do? Run away?
Yeah, but I can't because
Yeah.
I had to slice the defence. I think in theory I could have disengaged, but I'd still have to do
You
the
wouldn't
same
want a part
thing.
below.
It's not a part and blow. It's I have to beat you on defence.
So she can do her range thing, can't she?
She
Psychic drain.
Everyone's fully ranged now because your breath of Yurei is gone.
So that's my big fear. Her.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So I can psychic drain you. That's one of the reasons why I was trying to disengage with her
Yeah.
as well, because
Okay.
then she can psychic drain as well.
Spending 6.
Let's get Sloth out.
Yeah. Where do I want to put him? So he comes out with 7 health, which is nice. Let's have a think. Where are you? So that can't go there. So that objective's pretty secure. I think we push on. Maybe this direction. I think. Maybe he'll just kind of swamp in the board. Maybe. Can I get him? He's 2 to there. But hey, he's in his cover. Legit. Cool. And then Big Led's tired. Over to you.
So this one's facing this way then, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's facing that way. But they've all got nothing that's relevant.
Okay, so he's going to have to move into these, like, just outside of the zones of control. Oh, actually, no, you could probably get through, actually, couldn't you?
Don't know. Yeah, you're good there.
Yeah, so he can get around then.
Has he got any armour or tough or anything?
Yeah, he's armour 2, maybe? Armour 2, armour 3? Armour 2. They are all lightly armoured, so whereas most samurai in other factions are... he's just going to move and hang around up there. He's frightened, so he's already in a bad way.
Yeah.
I need him out of the way because he's just causing issues with lines of sight and getting people in to do other stuff.
What does grapple attack do?
Means you're held.
Immobilised is reduce your dice pool by 1, isn't it?
Immobilised is you can't move. Grappled is held. Held.
No, but immobilised is a...
I don't think it affects your dice pool. Just means you can't move.
Okay. I think Sloth probably goes into him to stop him getting on the zone. Because once he's on the zone, he stops me scoring it because he'll have more points on the board than him. Yeah, so I think Sloth goes into him. Oops. So you're 3. What's your dice pool?
Dice pool 4, reduced because of frightened
To 3.
to 3. I have to go defensive, but he has got 6 ki on him.
I'm spending 1 to go up to 4 dice.
I'm going to spend 6 to go up to 5 dice.
So you'd go down to 4 then? Oh no, you
No,
spend it.
I would have gone up to 6, then I would lose.
But you've
one.
got to go defensive, yeah?
I've got to go defensive, so I have to roll 2 dice in defence.
So that, okay, that's fine. So I want 4 dice, okay? And he's got armour, yeah?
Yes, armour 2.
Okay, cool.
3 in attack, 2 in defence.
3 in attack, 1 in defence. Let's see what yours are.
Triple 6.
Jesus Christ! So you're
8 on attack.
So success level 3 on your attack. And I failed to hit you.
I should have declared.
So you're success level 3 against me. But if I gain wounds, you gain the mobilised marker, which is good. I've got tough 1.
Tough 1.
Yeah. So
you reduce the overlevel damage, so success level 3.
Yeah. So you can't kill him.
How much health has he got?
6.
9 plus 1 to 10.
So 4 damage down to 3. So he takes 3. 1. Cool, and you're exhausted.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's okay. So that will kind of get me this objective, potentially. That should get both of these this turn. I'm hoping. He's got 1 health left, hasn't he? So I think Envy goes in. So is he frightened? He's got to take a fear test.
Fear test.
The 5.
With courage down to 4. Makes it.
He's okay. So he's how many dice now?
2.
2 dice. Okay. No, it's not Envy, it's Wrath, so I apologise. So you've got armour, so I've got Sharp, so that ignores... No, Sharp ignores Tough, doesn't it?
Yeah. Pierce ignores armour.
Okay, so I'm going to spend... How much dice are you, sorry?
2 dice.
I'm going to spend 2 of these to go up to 5 dice. So I'm going first, aren't I? I need to do 1 damage. Okay.
1 in attack, 1 in defence.
4 in attack, 1 in defence. 4 you 6 for defence.
Yep.
Ooh.
6 defence.
6, 7, 8 in defence. In
attack.
So I'm success level 2.
Success level 2.
Right, I'm going to do something gamey now.
You've got 1 else.
So I've got Ren's Soul, which is an instant. This model gains melee strength bonus equal to X for the next damage roll. So I'm success level 2, am I?
Yep.
So if I go plus 3.
Why are you going plus 3?
Plus 2 then, don't I? 4. And then the lowest I can roll is Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
For your 2 armour, that takes me back to 1. Yeah?
No. Snake Eyes would be 2.
No. But I can increase my damage roll by 2.
Yeah, but I've got armour 2.
Yeah.
So it just basically negates its flat roll, so then you have
2.
to roll 4.
So if I get plus 2, it goes to there.
Yeah, and then you get minus 2 because of my armour. So it goes
Then
back
I
down
roll
to
Snake Eyes, which is 2.
there. Yeah.
Right, if I go, I'm going to put plus 3. Let's just pretend that. So
So you can spend 3. You can spend key.
Max of 3.
Max of 3.
So
you got plus 1
I
on
need
this
to
roll.
roll
So you need to roll
3.
a 3.
There we go. Dead. Good. Oh dear. Over to you. You're a bit slim on activations.
Oh, I've got pass tokens, but there's no point spending them. I think.
Oh. What's your key? 1.
Yeah, 1 for that one.
Oh, well, good full.
She's gonna. No, she's not. What are you gonna do?
Get away from my kids.
Get away from her, you.
Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone.
Not a lot of point doing it though, unfortunately. She's gonna have to go.
I can pass. I don't know what the pass does for you, but you could pass.
Not a lot.
So your options are her, or her.
Yeah, there's no really good options. She can't go yet because I can't clear that reload, so that's a wasted activation.
So can you do something to clear her reload?
Not without activating her first.
So then she's the activation then.
But then I could activate this one and tire him out.
That's fine. That's that's okay.
I'm gonna. I don't know how where this model is not blocked.
To there, just
Walk
make sure
up to there.
you're not in my zone of control.
Not in your zone
so-
of control.
Yep.
Within 9.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pay 4
To do what?
to try and put death sentence on you.
What does that do?
It gives me an extra dice in melee and shooting against him, and also means that I get plus on the damage as well. Somehow I've also managed to get within 3 inches of her, so I get plus 1 on this roll.
Cool. So roll it. If you get a 6.
7.
See, I can't win.
Yeah. No, you can. You could roll a 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 2.
No,
7.
because
it
it goes in your thing. So
So
what
he's
happens?
death sentenced.
What does that mean? I can write it on this.
It's plus 1 melee and range.
How long for?
Plus 1 damage until you clear it by paying 3 key at the start of the turn.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So he's on it for this turn.
Cool.
And then she's also going to give Kahime a virtue token, because she can do that once a turn, and then transfer 2 of these onto her.
So Kahime can now clear the reload.
She can clear the reload, and she could give herself pierce if she really wanted to, but I don't think anyone else has got armour left now. But effectively what she can do is have 1 left over, so next turn when she gains 2, she's got enough to
So
clear
she
the
can
reload
potentially
again.
shoot Wee Man.
She could shoot Wee Man. She could shoot anybody,
Wee
but
Man's
he's
not
the
concerned.
obvious target.
So I need to declare a run action with him into that cover there. Because then he's tiny in cover. Yeah, so I'm declaring a run into there, so he's exhausted and he's run. Thank you. Hide behind that little log. That seems the move.
She's going to just Hail Mary. I don't think I've got line of sight for that. I don't know how line of sight really works in this game.
Can you draw a line?
I think
I've got to think.
Draw a line from part of her base to part of his without. Is it going to be?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So she will pay 3 to clear the reload.
Yep.
And then shoot him for a Hail Mary.
Okay, so I'm. Right, let's use our big brains. So,
You're tiny and at long range, so I think it's 7.
range, yeah. So long range is 6. I'm tiny, so +1, 7. Have you moved?
No.
You've moved this turn.
No,
You haven't. No.
You attacked me.
I did. So a 7 on 3 dice. 8.
8. Success level 1.
Okay. So you need to do 4, so you need to roll a
And
12.
I'm +1 on this damage.
So you need to roll an 11.
An 11?
Yeah, because it's success level 1, so it's +1. So if you're on 11, he's got 4, he's only got 4 health. 6.
7.
1.
Plus poison 3.
So he only takes, do you take 1?
Takes 1 damage.
This turn.
And then at the end of the turn,
do you
he's
take
dead.
3?
Yeah.
Is there any way of clearing poison?
Not that I'm aware of, but I might be wrong. Nothing, I don't think, in your particular war band.
Okay.
So he's dead at the end of the turn.
Okay, so what can...
Which one does he put out?
He puts out...
Envy.
Envy. Meh. Such is life. I think...
This is turn 3, isn't it?
yeah. What's dice and...
She's 2 dice in melee.
How much health, any armour?
She's got 5 health, no armour.
Any special attacks or anything like that?
Sidestep defense. Most of my kind of defensive people have got that.
Okay.
And she's -1 on the damage roll.
So
She is literally a kind of walking spellcaster.
So I think...
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But I had to put her up there just to get something out. And that death sentence stays for until you clear it.
Yeah.
So it's...
just one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I need to kind of shore up. So I should score 3 this turn. No, I shouldn't score 3
No.
this turn.
You'll score 2.
2, unless I can get someone onto there. Like her. Because you're scoring. So now what, let's send him. Let's send, he's dying at the
He's
end of the
dead
turn.
anyway.
So he's going to walk 3 to there. Over to you.
She's going to declare an attack.
Cool. Onto MV. So let's do... How many dice are you?
2 dice.
Cool. I'll spend 2 to go up to 4 dice.
Are you declaring any...
Nope.
No, I'm not. I'm going to do sidestep defense.
You're doing sidestep defense. Okay, cool.
2 dice in defense.
3 in attack.
Oh, low roll. 4.
8. So success level 4.
4. Well, you need an 11, 9 to kill her.
Oh, I've got
She's
minus
got 5
2.
health. Oh, that would have killed her if you didn't have
So
minus
success
2.
level 9. So 4. So 3 damage to her.
Yeah, so she's got 2 left. That literally, that roll would have killed her if you didn't have any minuses on your weapon.
Oh well.
I was just trying to exhaust him and hopefully escape as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dead at the end of the turn anyway.
So what health and everything is this?
He's got 6 health, armour 2. He's exhausted, so he's down to...
And he's frightened.
Yes, so he's down to 2 dice. And he'll be down to another 1 because he's outnumbered by sloth as well.
Yeah, so sod it. He's going to go and hit you. And surprise you. So you're down another dice.
I won't be surprised.
No? Okay. So you're facing...
But you started in his line of thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's only if you start out of it and stay out of it.
Oh, did you do wounds to sloth?
Yes.
You gain immobilised?
Yeah, but I was already exhausted, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll declare sidestep defence though, because if I successfully defend, I'll lose my immobilised.
Do you lose immobilised?
Yeah, if you're moved by anything other than those things on the card, if you're moved by any other special ability.
So I'm up to 2 dice.
2 dice.
Yeah.
So you normally rolls 1.
Yeah.
So that's right then.
Yeah.
You roll 1.
Well, 1 to your 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so another little pause there. Bit of pausing going on. Okay, come on a bit weird then. So you used a pass token.
Yep.
Wrath is going to go into you. How many dice are you?
2 dice.
2 dice. Take a fear test for me, please. Fear 5.
Lovely.
You're alright. Right, so you're... I'm going to spend a key on Wrath to go down to...
How much health has Wrath got?
3 now. It's got 4 dice.
She's going to spend her virtue token to give herself lightning reflexes.
Ooh! And she's got 2 dice, yeah?
Yeah.
I like it. So you got 2 dice?
Yep.
Okay.
2 in attack.
2 in defence, 2 in attack.
7.
6. So you've got a success level 1. You've got minuses to this.
Probably. I think it was a bit of a bad choice. -1.
Okay, so your success level
These
1.
are all 12. Is that right? How much health has he got? 3?
3, yeah. So you got to roll a 12.
So I need to roll a 12.
It's fine. If you do.
No.
So 4.
Down to 3.
So nothing. So I've got a success level 5 of this.
Dead.
What health has she got on her? 6.
No, 5.
I'm going to spend 2 key to boost my damage roll by 2. 12. So 8 damage?
Yep, dead.
So I gain 2 key for there. Okay, are you out of activations at this point?
You got that.
So she'll run to take that zone.
Yep.
Sloth. Let's work this out. You are... Actually, what does Crit the Void do? Immobilise. Okay, so you're...
Same thing, I'm down to 1 die.
So you're 1 die, I'm 3. I'm going to spend another one to go up to 4. Yeah. You got good defence, haven't you? You haven't got reach or anything like that, have you?
I have got reach, but it doesn't matter because you're already base to base. So you're -2 though, aren't you? And then
no,
armour.
he's not minus.
Oh, is he not?
No, Sloth is a 3.
-3.
No, he's
+3.
No, he's got plus nothing. He's got plus. He's nothing. He's got grapple attack if I want to use it.
Yeah.
No, your defence. You've got to go defensive. You're frightened.
Oh yeah, I'm frightened. Yeah.
So you got 1 dice. So
Don't forget he's frightened. He literally started his turn frightened.
Yeah. Come on then, roll your defence.
Oh,
0.
martial prowess. 5. Good job we didn't use balance this turn.
8. So success level 3. So you got armour 2, haven't you?
Yeah. Cocked. Roll it again.
So 6.
Down to 4.
2.
2 damage.
And they're exhausted. Gaki will focus.
He's literally got keys and he just puts a fog cloud out.
What? Oh! There's no way for him to get into base to base and stay on that thing. Have I got... Evasive, parry, range... No, let's not do silly things, Luke. This is how you lose games. So
well, if it's done, because I can't win now, this is going to be... Is this turn 3, isn't it?
Turn 3, so I will
gain... put me out of sight.
I will gain 3 points at the end.
Him and Envy die in the end of the turn.
So would you like to just talk through what turn 4 would have... Because I win the tactical test for turn 4.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah. I suppose turn 4... Let's see if I clear this frightened off of him.
No.
That's double 1 again for him.
So
he's still frightened as well.
Yeah, so let's... What are your thoughts at this point?
Turn 4 would have to be...
I think that one's mine.
killing the 2 orphans now.
Mm. But then realistically, that's fine because he's stood there.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
So worst case scenario, you'll get them 2 points, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, because you've already built up a lead.
And then you'll go to 2 points, and I'll go to 4.
Yeah, I think the reality is I needed to kill Wraith sooner than I did.
Yeah.
Because if Wraith had died in the middle, then everyone else could have poured through. Also, this list isn't designed to cope with Fear 6,
5.
but also reduces your key. No, Wraith himself.
So, are you happy to call it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way back. That's why I was starting to try and kind of get kills here.
Yeah.
Out of
So if we
nothing.
call that a day then,
Yep.
call Yurei victory, and then we'll go to the post game.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
So,
I don't think it ended up being quite one-sided, but I think that's because I just failed to deal with the middle. My list has only got one melee beater, real melee beater in it. He frightened. He was frightened on his first activation, and that was him stuffed then. The reality is, I forgot about the fact that I literally stuffed him full of key, and I should have just spent that 6 trying to make sure he got in.
Yeah.
And if he got in, Wraith dies a turn or 2 earlier than he did, and that middle looks a lot more weak, because then effectively, I mean, that's even if it took me 2 activations, but 1 activation from Kenzo goes in, kills Wraith, and then he just pours through the middle, and I'm not bothered about your summons because I'm just trying to get to the kind of squishy back line.
Yeah.
And once Wraith's gone, there's a big threaty presence in that back line. I'm just gonna sling a load of stuff forward to try and knock them off. And it was, you saw, even from a ranged shot with a poison 3, 1 hit, and he was dead at the end of the turn. So if I could have, if I hadn't had to keep shooting Wraith and keep doing stuff like that, if I'd been able to get those shots in earlier on the orphans, then that whole middle disintegrates.
Do you feel, so this one I was trying to place a terrain, as in, like, say it was like a proper game.
Yeah.
I think terrain placement really played a part in that one.
Yeah. Well, I suppose to some extent I had to keep moving Kaihime, but to be fair, other than that, it wasn't really. I think if I'd had a faction that, or a list that had more combat in it, then it would have been. But actually, the terrain kind of wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the difficult terrain on that side was a bit awkward because it meant that Gaki could just basically run along and stand on the objective.
He did nothing all game.
And at one point, I did debate sending the Jade Mamba Guard over there, but in the end, I thought that's got a better chance of taking out Wraith because Kenzo was frightened, so I had to pull them back. Again, it's that kind of one failed fear test really mucks up the game plan, especially when in a game of rare models, or you have to take so much. And I'd gone with the 2 she side because of the list. It meant that once my melee beaters failed his fear test, then I'm like, well, I'm a bit scrambling a bit really to try and find a way out. Kahime,
do you think you'd have played the scenario differently, or were you happy with how you played the scenario? Or?
I was always intending to go on 2 and sacrifice 1, figuring that you'd probably send Gaki to go and stand on 1.
Yeah. So do you think he would have been a better option to go and take that one for one of them? Maybe go for the 2 outside ones?
I was fairly happy with the 2 I went for. Because of the fact that I knew you were going to send Gaki up that side, I knew I had to deal with Wraith, and I knew that basically Wraith was going to be on those other 2. It meant that I was fairly confident that I was going to be dealing with Wraith on those 2. So I didn't mind having that tussle because in a game where I've only got 1 melee beater, I don't want to be spending loads of time walking him around. You coming to me and sitting Wraith on one of those was perfect. It was just the fact that I hadn't really kind of thought about Fear 6 and the reducing the key stat.
But it's all learning. We're still very new to the game.
Yeah, as I said, even in faction, if I'd taken the 3rd theme, that gives me leadership boosts and various other elements that meant that I could have I could have played the scenario better. I picked the list because I wanted to try a blessed list out.
Yeah.
But it came up against a bit of a hard counter.
Yeah.
But also, the ability to summon monstrous creatures that with like 6 or 7 health, and whilst sitting on the back line, not really kind of risking anything.
For the
sake of it.
You kill me every time you worry me. Something bad happens to you as well.
I do think summons should probably come in exhausted.
They might do. We might play it wrong. But it says
this could be the same thing as last time when we played blocking terrain.
But it said deploy a model.
Yeah. I think if they came on exhausted,
they'd be trash.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be trash, but at least it gives you some counter action. Because 3 tiny models you can hide at the back of the field.
Yeah. And
then you can put a thing up that means that you can't shoot them for 2 turns, while they generate tons of key, and then they just drop 3 baby wraiths effectively. I mean, wraiths already hard to deal with.
Well, I was able
3
to get
baby ones with 6
I was able
or
to get
7 health each.
a 3 health sloth turn 1, which I was okay with.
I mean, that's the thing. You could either constantly keep summoning trash sloth, immobilising people and making them kill it, and you could just
because my plan was put sloth out turn 1. And then you kill sloth. I'll get 2 activations with sloth turn 2. You kill him. I then summon another sloth turn 2, and then you get another 2 activations with him. That could have been quite cool.
And again, it would have been okay if I could have psychic drained, but the card that protects them. For
you
2
can
turns.
tell this was a tournament list.
Yeah, you can tell it's been a highly optimised list.
Yeah, it felt like it felt there was no dead weight in the list.
Yeah. I mean, even Gaki's there for a reason. He's a scenario runner who is tiny, so he's hard to hit. So you run him, and he's practically impossible to hit. And then you've got to go and deal with him. And do you want to send a beater off to deal with a little tiny...
Not a 9-point model.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know if I'd like to play the list against other things. The problem is, I suppose, if I was trying to design a list for tournaments, then this probably wouldn't be it, because it's got a hard counter.
And the same way, this probably wouldn't be for objective ones.
No, because I think if on an objective one, that game plays out very differently. Because you can't just send Wraith over and sit in the middle zone and get points, because he would he just doesn't do anything. He's a 25-point dead weight at that point. Well, he's killing stuff. So all you've got in there is a front line, while you're.
So you'd have to kind of push ahead of the line.
Yeah.
So you'd have to bum rush them and get into their half of the board.
I still think. I mean, the list I played last time for Ito, I think, is probably still my favourite.
Yeah.
I do want to try out Lords of Izu, which is all samurai and Ashigaru. So no Bebeman, which means I can't take Kaihime, sadly, and Kenzei. But that probably would then bring in my own 25-point model, because I'd probably bring in Itsunagi, who I did say was he's probably like the Wraith killer in Ito, because he's hard to hit anyway, because he's got range defense 2. Yeah. He's got no armor, but he's got various other things that give him parry and dodge. He's got all the defensive skills, but also throws all his dice into attack. He gets brutal. He can give himself brutal. So he can plough through pretty much any defence. Yeah. And then if Kaihime, I suppose, even if Kaihime, if I took him in a Serpent's Court list or an Order for Battle list, if I was taken to a tournament, then he would potentially be the one that would take out that big, scary Fear 6 model that just basically kind of sat in the middle and found it very difficult to deal with. But again, Kaihime acquitted herself well by doing it, shooting him. So having a bit more shooting in there, I've got other archers you could bring in. Yeah. And try to wear him down, and I can understand why everyone brings the Cloud along to mitigate his +3. Yeah. It's a tricky one. I still think Fear is far too powerful.
But there's plenty of stuff in the game like Bravery, Fearless, and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I do
it's
worry
only if you're going to melee.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But melee is the biggest part of this game. I think that's the thing. I think there should be either. It completes, but you suffer the minus. But you can still do stuff, but
you've got that ability in the team.
Steadfast. Yeah. But I've got it on 2.
Yeah. So there are plenty of counters to stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's no more debilitating than going against like an Armour 3 model or something like that.
At least you can still finish your action, and you don't. And effectively, going up against an Armour 3 model, you still use their activation as well, and also you can still do it again the following turn. Whereas once you're frightened, so Kenzo, frightened on the first activation, couldn't do anything. Can't clear fear, can't get rid of frightened, can't do anything. And so then effectively, he's just sitting there doing nothing. He's flapping, and that's like.
Did he nearly die?
What?
No.
No, Kenzo.
Yeah.
No, he'd lost 2 health. He bore it out in the middle, but he should have killed Wraith.
Yeah.
But fear 6 and reducing your it's not even like your key stat. It's like that same kind of messing with the core mechanics of an 18-point model's got key stat 2 for a reason.
Yeah.
And he messes with it.
Yeah. Good place to finish. Or you got any more thoughts?
The only thing I do worry about is experiencing that. If that's a tournament list or an optimised tournament list, it does make me fear for Ordered for Battle, because that felt very much like a hard counter. And I've kind of encountered that a couple of times now, so I do feel more like I'm starting to think you're probably better off taking 2 lists rather than relying on one. Yeah, because you have to have an answer to fear. Not necessarily Wraith, but just fear in general, because it can effectively wreck any strategy that you have, just for a couple of bad rolls. So you're going to have a list that's like, every time you come up against Yurei or fear, you have to take this list specifically to deal with it. And that just feels a bit unfun. But yeah, so that's my main worry now, is that I might end up swerving towards Ordered for Battle. Or the other one. Strategic deployment.
But I think, like with the fear issue, literally you just had to boost your key statistic for the one model.
It would have been nicer if I hadn't had it reduced to 1 first and then boost it up to 3, so I could roll 4 dice to make sure of it. Because as it is, I rolled it and then you never know what you're going to get. You roll in 3 dice, it could be different every time you do it. But I failed it again, so I still wouldn't have made it in. Yeah. Even having spent 6 key to boost them up to 3 dice.
Yeah.
I think it's the height of the fear is the problem.
Yeah.
If you even most models with like a 1 key stat, you're having to roll a 5 or a 6 on 1d6.
Yeah, but the majority of models got a 2 key.
But they're always being reduced to 1.
Only for
Wraith.
But he's a quarter
does that
of my
mean
list.
he's a problem?
I don't. To be honest, with Wraith,
Poe's not that effective.
Well,
he's a 25
he was 33 points Wraith, realistically, because I bought
the cloud with him.
So he's a third of.
But the cloud also gives you cover for everybody else as well, including itself. It's a model that can float around. It basically claimed that middle objective while Wraith went up and did stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's completely useless.
But it's a lot of things for it. He's for a quarter of your list. It's, Anyway, the Wraith show. He seems to be a bit of a thing, but he dies quick to shooting.
Not that quick. Not quick enough.
Roll better.
Yeah.
Anyway, good place to finish it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. As always, any rules, errors, any problems, anything, any feedback, let us know. Always happy. We always try and engage the community. Like, subscribe and obey. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Thank you.
Bye.